Ba ba bum bum bum. Wah. Whoa! Oh, are we visiting?
Already breaking parts here.
Alrighty, what is going on, Garage Couple fans?
On this week's episode, we show you our new toy.
Woo, woo.
We are so excited to show you this Jeep.
We just purchased a 2003 TJ and we cannot wait to start this rig.
Now, in this episode, we're going to reveal many things about this Jeep. We're going to tell you the condition it's in. We're going to tell you what it needs, what direction we're going with this Jeep, as well as how much we paid for it. Just stick around until the end of the video so we could announce all of those details. Now, one last thing before we jump right into this video.
What's the one last
I don't know. I was hoping it'd come to me, but it didn't.
Without further ado, let's give you a tour of our new TJ. Really quickly, letting y'all know, if you haven't followed us or hit that subscribe button on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss this build. Let's get to that walk around.
Let's do it. Now, after we introduce the vehicle, what are we doing, Arlene? We're gonna
give it a good clean. If you can't tell from just this angle, this Jeep is filthy and mismatched in some parts with some parts in the trunk that need putting in before we get it going. For those of you that follow us, we have been looking for just the right purchase to get another Jeep to add to the family.
As you could see, we got a JK behind her, lifted on 37s. And we also have a TJ Rubicon currently hiding from the rainstorm that is prevailing.
Now, we were looking for a Jeep that was affordable for the everyday person. Now, I'm not going to reveal the price till later in this video, but we did get it at quite the bargain. And anyone can actually get a vehicle like this, but it is in rough condition, so it is going to need that Garage Couple touch. Drop a line with what you think we're going to do.
The purpose of this build is for the everyday user to show you that you can go out, buy a Jeep in rough shape, you can make it all of what you want it to be. You could fix it, make it tip-top, do modifications, and you don't have to worry about it. And this is proof of that. Neither of us are mechanics. Arlene is a professor and I am a physician. Why don't we jump right into it?
Let's do it. Grab my coffee.
Okay, grab your coffee.
This one ain't pretty at all, and it took everything in our power to not wash it as soon as we brought it home.
Now take a look at just how dirty the engine bay is. Now I know what you're thinking, that angry grill has to go.
Hey, at least the bulb works.
Surprise you guys, we have decided to make the trunk into a truck bed.
You know, there's no seats or seat belts in the back. We might as well turn this thing into a mini pickup truck. It looks like the people who had this Jeep before us did not wash it or clean it even a single time. The entire inside is totally filthy, dirty, seats torn, seatbelt clip missing, in just overall awful shape.
Now, I know that looked a little rough, but we are going to put it in tip-top shape. Let's go over the specs.
So this is a 2003 four-cylinder Jeep Wrangler TJ SE model. It's a 5-speed manual transmission and has 188,000 miles.
Did you say 188,000 miles?
No, where'd you get that from? So the reason we purchased one like this is because this is our third Jeep Wrangler TJ and our fifth Jeep since we've been together. So that is pretty nuts, but one Jeep that we have not had is a 4-cylinder TJ. And we definitely look at the 4-cylinder TJ as anyone that wants a Jeep can afford. It is the cheapest, most affordable TJ Wrangler you can purchase. That is why we got it.
It's a great place to start, you guys. If you have not been a part of the Jeep family, this is going to show you exactly how to get into it the most affordable way.
And this is going to be the Jeep that Pauline learns how to drive stick on.
We didn't decide that yet.
Oh, we definitely decided. We're also excited to see the miles per gallon on this thing. We're excited to see how well it does and how the 4-cylinder holds up. Driving this thing home, you can definitely tell it's a 4-cylinder. It drives like a 4-cylinder. It has the pep of a 4-cylinder, but no growl of the 6.
Ooh.
So we're excited to share that.
The goal for this vehicle is to make this Jeep a light off-roader, beach cruiser, nothing as wild as my JK or Greg's TJ, but it's still gonna have the growl of that Jeep.
Growl, just because I said the word growl.
That was good, I liked it.
So what did we pay for this thing?
We paid a whopping...
I don't think we should tell them yet. Why don't we go ahead and clean up the Jeep?
Let's do it.
What we're gonna show you now is what a little bit of elbow grease, both inside and outside, and also the engine bay will do to transform the exterior of this Jeep, and then we'll reveal to you the price. So why don't we superimpose time lapse?
So as you know, this isn't our first Jeep that we've purchased. Now this Jeep has a lot of red flags, but I'm gonna explain to you why we continued with the purchase. Now, first and foremost, it doesn't have rear seats, which is pretty cool because we plan on making this thing a mini Jeep TJ truck. We're actually gonna plan on bedlining the rear, grinding out the seat mounts, and making the back totally awesome and a little baby truck for our daily needs. Now, we don't want to compromise on miles per gallon. I'm actually curious to see how many miles per gallon this thing will routinely get. So we're not going to go crazy big tires. I think we're going to cap it somewhere around 32 to 33 inch tires. And now, as far as lift goes, I don't think we're going to go crazy with this one. The other Jeeps have a ton of lift, but this one, I think with all the accessories that we plan on putting on it, I think it's only going to be lifted about 2 inches or so from the factory lift. Now that's a lot, given that this Jeep has saggy springs, has awful shocks, has terrible steering, has an interior that needs a lot of work, has tears in the driver's seat, has all sorts of issues. It has oil leak, it has death wobble, it has all sorts of issues. But when I took this thing on a test drive, the engine drives very smoothly, it doesn't make any ridiculous noises. The coolant and the oil, when inspected, appear to be perfectly normal, and I didn't see any major catastrophic red flags with this Wrangler. We, throughout this series, hope to show you all of the repairs, break it down nice and simple so that anyone can do these jobs and you too can get it done at home. What are your thoughts?
Let's get it done at home.
And if you haven't already done so, we made an entire video on what to look for when buying a used Jeep Wrangler with higher miles. The link will be in the description. I even made a free PDF with checkboxes so that when you go to buy the Jeep Wrangler, you could checkbox them yourself. Now, typically that video is helpful for the person buying an expensive Jeep Wrangler, not one like this where you're gonna have to get some red flag things in order to score that deal. So let's hop right into it.
Now, although Greg said everything checked out, we drove it home, we made it in one piece, and we decided to pop the hood again and take a closer look. And little did we know, it was missing an air filter, so make sure to check for an air filter, you guys. The silliest thing, but make sure.
We still would have bought it though.
We still would have bought it, but it's good to know, right?
It's good to know sooner than later.
Also, we realized that there was no bracket or frame holding in the battery, so the battery was just wobbling the whole way home. Nothing was holding down the positive and negative terminals. So
And not only that, but the first morning after purchasing the Jeep, the battery was totally dead. Probably because it was never strapped down and it rattled itself to death.
Tip to Garage Couple, always change
Rattled
the
itself to
battery.
death.
Well, we got it covered. We got the battery all strapped down and replaced the battery, so we got a fresh one in there. Let's get to cleaning. We will show you how to wash your engine bay and everything under the hood on another episode because you got to do that safely. For now, let's clean the exterior and interior and show you what a little bit of elbow grease can do for your Jeep.
And because you've probably seen a car getting washed before, we're not gonna show you our process, but what we are gonna tell you is that we are gonna be using lots of cool products like these Turtle Wax ceramic hybrids, as well as a hand sponge and hand washing the rest of it. Now we're also gonna use a heavy duty vacuum to clean out the inside, and let's just see what we can do with it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Perfect. Put on some country. Put on.
Some country. Rub some dirt on them trucks.
Yeah, I'll start one. crazy what a little elbow grease can do? This looks like a totally different Jeep without that angry grille, as well as with the paint nice and shiny.
I think I forgot to tell you that heater doesn't work. The AC, there's no AC in this thing. So the HVAC motor, whatever, something fuse is gone. We're gonna have to diagnose that too. This type of project is not for the faint of heart. Isn't that right, Arlene?
True that.
True?
That.
Peace.
All right.
So walk us through it. The season finale.
Keeping up with Garage Couple. Come on now. Well, there you have it, you guys. The newest member to the Jeep family, our TJ 2003. And Greg is very happy that we took off that angry grill.
Let's turn that frown upside down. Will your head fit through that?
Okay. Thank you all for watching the walk around of our newest member to the Jeep family. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the upgrades on our newest rig. And we cannot wait to get this project started.
Hey, Arlene, I think the people are waiting to see how much we paid for this thing.
Oh, you're right. We paid a whopping $3,800 for this Jeep that doesn't have AC, heater, no seats in the back, but it put a huge smile on our face regardless, and we're excited to build it up. Thanks for coming along for the ride, and you're not gonna want to miss what comes next. See ya.
Wouldn't wanna? That's pretty rude.
What?
What kind of viewer is gonna want to watch you if you say that to them?
Everyone.
All right, we'll cut.